Hi, welcome to a new episode of How to Buy a Great Piano. In today's video, we're going to be talking about bridges, which are a commonly overlooked part of the piano. When you're talking to someone about buying a new or used piano, a lot of the things they'll tell you about is to check the action, check the voicing, look at the hammers, the strings, all kinds of things. And while those things are important, a very, very important part of the piano is the bridge, and it's often overlooked. If a bridge fails in a piano, it can mean you have to tear apart the whole piano, replace the bridge, and then put it back together. And sometimes when a piano is taken apart and rebuilt, sometimes it doesn't go back quite right, and that's not good. So today we're going to be telling you all about bridges, how to find problems if there is any, and all kinds of things. So let's get into it. So here I'm going to be showing you where the bridge is on a piano and where to look for problems. So this strip of wood that runs all the way down the length of the piano, that is the bridge, and there's actually a second one down at the other end of the piano as well. But this bridge is the one that most commonly has the problems, and the specific region where it most commonly has problems is in the 6th and 7th octaves, because the strings up here are the highest tension strings of any of the other strings, and so the bridge pins up here are under the most stress, and so they're the most likely to be bent and cracked and pushed out of place and all kinds of things. So what you need to do to look for a bad bridge is to look up in here between the bridge pins, right next to the bridge pins, all kinds of things like that. Look up and down the entire bridge for little cracks. Sometimes they can be really thin, other times they can be really thick and obvious. And we're going to put some pictures up on screen showing you some very obvious examples of bad bridges. So this picture here is of a bridge that is in perfect condition. The piano itself, and of course the bridge as well, was 40 years old, but nonetheless, this bridge is in perfect condition. Now, a few things to note here. First of all, you can see that certain parts of the bridge are a little bit shiny, and that is because it has been coated with lacquer. And what this does is it keeps moisture out, and it prevents the different laminations or layers of wood that make up the bridge from separating. And over to the left, you can just barely see a few of the laminations, but they're hard to see because moisture has not gotten inside of there and caused them to separate a little bit. Now, this next picture here is of a very similar bridge, but at the same time, it is much, much different. First of all, you can see that no part of the bridge is shiny, and that is because there is no lacquer on this bridge. At the time of this piano's manufacture, the company was cutting corners, and one of the corners they cut was not putting lacquer on top of the bridge. And this also meant that the laminations would separate. As you can see, they're very obvious here. And also there's two massive cracks, one little less massive, but still it's a very long crack running along the bridge pins. That's not good. What happens there when there's cracks right along the bridge pins is it causes them to shift and move out of position, which can cause all kinds of problems with the piano. However, these repairs can be fixed, which is what this next picture is all about. This piano it actually had several cracks all across the bridge, but this biggest, most obvious one here runs upwards towards the top of the picture and goes out of frame. And what's happened here is that someone, maybe it was the factory, a piano store owner, someone at some point in time has glued it back together and painted part of it to make it look like the stock bridge. You can see that there's glue leaking out of the holes. This bridge pin up here has come out of place, and it's just not good. If you see something like this on a piano, don't buy it. It's really dodgy. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.